Well, the subject of youth development is the subject of much lamenting in the media, including on this program, and there is a genuine need to fear that we are not producing high-quality young talent like we should or used to. But there are exceptions. One is 9-year-old Queenslander Rain Davis from Redlands United Football Club. Just cast your eyes on this. Yeah, it's a delight to watch yet another Harry Kewell, no doubt, Foz. But, you know, his father told me, I asked his father who coaches the kid, and he says that he does, right, because he's afraid of letting the kids into the hands of some rather primitive coaches who might ruin him.
It's a very common story that we hear all the time, either on email or people that we know. And in fact, you find that the most successful kids, some of them, the most skillful coming through in this country at the moment, are the parents who either do it themselves in small groups, or, in fact, they take them from team to team to team, because they say that after they're in one team for a short period of time, often the other parents, and particularly the coach, will say, well, stop hogging the ball and stop doing this, stop doing that. They want to play, as you say, a much more primitive game, and they don't. So it's only really the parents who, I guess, have the idea and the strength of will to say, well, I'm not having that for my son. You can play better than that, and they have to take them from. And it's a very sad state of affairs. And again, as you said, the story, it speaks to the way we want to play. You know, we don't want to just win football in this country. We want to win with style, and this kid has just got extraordinary gifts.
Well, at this age, I mean, the technique and skill is the most important thing. Right. All the other stuff about strength and about character and you know, mental strength and all that can be taught later on.
Yeah, exactly. Skill and technique. You said it, the two words. And it's not just about playing; it's about playing beautifully, isn't it? And you know, this kid is enjoying himself. You can see it on his face. You can see it with his teammates, and that's what it's all about. And someone is it's obviously the father, but someone is encouraging him every single day just to work on the ball. You can't play like that unless you really have a relationship with the ball. And when the time comes, we've got more kids like that. We really go.
Well, there are a few others. Another one we spoke about earlier months ago on this program is young Panos Amanakis, and his father is in the same boat. He's very careful about who coaches the kid. I think Panos is now 8 years old. He's playing with 11-year-olds and improving all the time. He was with at Ajax. Went over there for a bit of a look-see, and he trained with the young Ajax kids, and he I think he mostly plays futsal, and a lot of these young kids play futsal because that's really where their capacity to develop technique is protected.
Yeah, well, people are recognising now, and I think it's generally recognised in this country, that you're better off, in fact, playing futsal up to the age of 11, 12 than you are the outdoor game. And now this is some vision that actually John sent in, and Panos went over there, and obviously we don't advocate young kids doing that, but at the moment it's important that people know what is out there, and this vision's going to go on our internet site, theworldgame or sbs.com.au, in the next couple of days. But it was very interesting to watch this under-10 Ajax team play football. And when you watch it here and also on the web, you'll notice that nothing is in the air. It is all on the ground. It is short passing the entire amount. And what is fascinating to me is the keeper would get the ball, and every single time he would just throw the ball out 3 or 4 yards to the side and there, start again. So even at the age of 10, they want to play football in a particular manner. They want the kids to learn. There's not parents screaming on the edge of the park here. You don't see, I watched the DVD, you don't see all the parents screaming at little Johnny to do something special. They're left to develop themselves. The coach neither is screaming that when they make it. In fact, there'd be more mistakes made in this game, of this Ajax under-10, than you'd see in a normal, because the kids are trying things. But particularly when they get at the back, every time the keeper straight away within a few seconds just gives it out here and let's start to play again. Beautiful.
Small-sided games. Small-sided games.
That's what it is. In fact, that was 8-a-side with keepers, and that's under-10s. But that's precisely what it is. But there's also a philosophy behind it about the way they want these kids to play, and they allow them freedom of expression, and it's all about technique. It's all about being able to deal with the ball in tight situations.
So what do you do with kids like Panos and Rain?
You find a good coach. You find a coach who, and we're asked this all the time, it doesn't matter how long it takes, doesn't matter how many you have to recycle through, you have to find a club, and particularly a coach who is going to encourage the kids and teach them to have a relationship with the ball and allow them to then express themselves and take results out of that, because, as you said, up to the age of at least 12, arguably 14, 15, it's just about them learning the game. People say, oh, yeah, but they've got to learn to win. Hey, we're in Australia, for God's sake, you know. I mean, you think Aussies don't win at sport? The point is, in this country, we've got it up the wrong way. We compete at young ages for all these competitions and trophies, but we can't compete at senior level. We've got to turn around the other way. Learn the game here, so at senior level we can actually win a World Cup.